Hello YouTube. I wasn't going to do this video, but I just have to do this video because the new movie on Netflix from Tyler Perry, Mia Culpa, is thebomb.com. If you don't have Netflix, you need to get Netflix, and that movie is lit. Let me tell you why it's lit. So basically, the whole cast is good. From the mother-in-law, first of all, Kelly Rowland is playing the part of a lawyer and a wife. They're having marital issues, and from the moment you watch it, it's like you think she's the villain or she's the bad spouse, but she's not. Because it's like, well, why isn't she supportive? Because it's like her husband is a mama's boy, but in the first scene, she reveals that their relationship is just weird to her. So it comes off as maybe she's jealous of their relationship, but it turns out their relationship is far more sinister than we could ever imagine. So as I'm watching the movie, I noticed that the mother looks really evil. And she's supposed to be dying from cancer, supposedly. And the weird part is the husband, right? He was an alcoholic and he lost his job, and she was paying all the bills. So she was paying all the bills, and that could be frustrating in any relationship, especially a marriage, because the man is supposed to provide. A woman could help, but no woman wants to feel like she's the man of the house, but you do have some women that don't mind. But most normal women, you don't want to be paying all the bills and all that. And so basically, the very first lesson I learned in this movie is beware of the mama's boys. It's deeper than just, oh, he loves his mama, whatever. Some of these men will kill for their mamas. In the very end of the movie, his brother tries to kill her, and she's thinking, oh, this is her husband. But I knew, just watching it, I was like, don't get in that car with your husband, don't, because that's his family at the end of the day. And I think it's safe to say human nature, you're gonna take your family side if there's a quarrel between. So she's in the road, like, call the police, and she turns on the audio to hear him, he was talking to his family, yeah, and the brother is saying, bring her back here. So he was on their side, and then he hits her, and he was like, yeah, my mother said it would never work with you, da. So basically, the brother and the mother, they set it up where, first of all, the guy that's accused of murdering his girlfriend, he didn't murder his girlfriend. Lucky for her, she went to DR and she saw the girl. Like, oh, you ain't dead. Like, and the person that was behind all of that was the brother. He set all that up. He set it up. Even her defending the case. It was just crazy. But the husband did tell her in the beginning, don't do it. So that was like indication that he knew his family wasn't shit, but he was telling her, like, yo, don't defend him. But the movie is so good, and it makes you think that he did it because there was an older woman that was like, oh, he's a snake. Then the way he was acting towards Kelly was very narcissistic. Like, he's like, oh, I know you're attracted to me, and this, that, and the third, and I know you want me. He never said, I want you. He said, I know you want me. And that's what narcissists often say. He was very manipulative, and he saw that she was weak, and he got her like that. The weird part of the movie I just couldn't get with is she watched this man have sex with another woman. She watched this man have sex with another woman, and then she had sex behind that girl. That was the part I was like, he did that on purpose to show her, like, yeah, I can get you to do what I want you to do. It's all like a mental, like, he didn't have sex with her because he liked her. He had sex with her to prove a point to her. And that was the good part of the movie. Like, people have sex for different reasons. She had sex with him because she was going through marital problems. She was in a very weak place in her life, and he took advantage of that, right? So it makes you think that he's a murderer because of how he treats women. Then they actually had an audio of the girl saying that he abused her physically. So he's abusive physically. Another woman is saying he's a snake. You have audio saying that he beat her and would have sex with her until she was in pain, you know, just really weird. And then it was just weird that Kelly would have sex with him hearing all this. Like, she heard all of this and still slept with him. Like, but yeah. But it just really shows you, like, because when you first start watching it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, yo, she's a horrible wife. Because if you're a lawyer, why you can't help your husband get a job? Like, I'm pretty sure somewhere in your law firm, he could be a janitor, work in the office, something, do something, work in the print room, something. You mean to tell me you can't help him get no job and you're a lawyer? So I just felt like she was not a good wife for that. I felt like at first she wasn't supportive of, like, his relationship with his mom. His mom was supposed to be dying of cancer. So I felt like she was insensitive to certain things. I felt like she was just a bad wife. But then in the end, you realize he was the bad husband, you know. So it really shows you, like, people are not what they seem. Like, the mother seemed like she was evil, so that wasn't too far-fetched. But when the murderer came out that he really was innocent, like, he did not kill this girl, that was the best part. It's like, wow, he really was innocent. So it just teaches us again to don't judge a book by the cover. A lot of us are guilty of that. Sometimes you look at someone and they look like a thug, and sometimes they are. But it's really important to get to know someone. And just because someone breaks a woman's heart or whatever, that doesn't mean he's a murderer, right? So it was like a really good lesson on all ends. And I beg you, if you don't have Netflix, please get it. You won't regret it. Mea Culpa is a must-see. And those are my thoughts.